Disney has revealed at least 8 new films, new shows, and new rides coming out within the next 3 years. Chris Hansen has finally commented on Robert Pattinson's Primetime. Leonardo Dicaprio has been exposed for wearing headphones during lovemaking. We'll be talking about all that and more this week on Movie News with me, Carter Files.
News on the march!
Chris Hansen says he refuses to judge Primetime until he actually sees it. That is something that a lot of people could learn for. Shout out to Chris Hansen for having that take. He says it looks dramatic. It looks very dramatic. He knows Robert Pattinson is popular, and the director is popular as well. He has some questions with what is Hollywood's motive here. I also have the same questions, and I can't wait to see. Now, it seems as if he's been left in the dark in this creative process, which is not really how it's been marketed before, but I'm interested to see this film. It's one of my most hyped films of the year, and of course, what Chris Hansen himself thinks of the comments. Disney's 8 new films that are being released are titled Play, which is an original, Hexed, also an original, Frozen 3, Zootopia 3, Gato, another original, Incredibles 3, Ghost Market, original as well, and Coco 2. Now, I'm most excited for Incredibles 3, Gato, and this Clay movie does look like it might be a little bit interesting. It's starring Kieran Culkin, Macaulay Culkin's brother, and I love his energy, everything I've seen him in, interviews and all of the such. He seems like a great guy. The next Pirates of the Caribbean movie will reportedly focus on a main character played by Margot Robbie. I think this will be very interesting. It also says that Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow would be a side character in the film. I'm not sure if he is actually going to return for this role. He hasn't really been working as of late in Hollywood, so it would be interesting to see him come back as a side character. I also think that people commonly overlook Margot Robbie. She is a phenomenal actor, and I think that she'll take this role perfectly, the same way that she does with everything else that I've ever seen her in. Always top tier. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. Shane Gillis's Tires has released on Netflix for its 3rd season. It is the #1 show, the #1 thing happening on Netflix, and I think for good reason. I talk all about that in my Tires review. Please go and watch that if you have not seen it yet. But I think this season is the best that it's ever been, and I can't wait for season 4. I know a lot of you agree, but a lot of people disagree with my take about season 1 and 2, so go and watch that and make up your own opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. HBO's It Welcome to Derry is returning as well for a 2nd season. I know this has been anticipated by a lot of people who love the It universe. I tried getting into it and wasn't too big of a fan. I think I'm all itted out, if that makes any sense. But I am happy that the fans of the show are getting to eat. Barbie 2 is at risk of getting canceled, and it seems like it might be, because Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie seem to have their hands in a lot of different pies right now. I think that's probably for the best. I did watch the Barbie movie and thought that for what it was pretty good, but I definitely don't think that they need to keep dragging this out, at least at this point in these two actors' careers. I want to see them do more interesting things than just a sequel of something that they've already been in. An Ocean's 11 prequel has begun filming. This is starring Bradley Cooper and Margot Robbie. The film takes place at the 1962 Monaco Grand Prix. Very excited to see that as well. I haven't seen Bradley Cooper as of recent in anything that I have watched. I'm not sure if he has been working more as a director, but I can't wait to see which way he takes this film. I actually just watched Ocean's 11 for the first time with my girlfriend about a month and a half ago, and although it was incredibly over the top, I thought it was in the most endearing way it could have been, and I really enjoyed all of the different ensemble of characters that you get throughout the movie. Really fun film, and excited to see the prequel. Pluribus is set to start filming in 3 months. It likely won't be out for at least another year. Vince Gilligan has already gone on record saying that he will not be releasing it as fast as these other shows. Although I can't find the direct quote, he did say something about this isn't the pit Pluribus will come out whenever I see fit, which I think is kind of annoying because I thought the first season of Pluribus was incredibly slow and there were so many more things that they could do with this amazing concept that they have. But of course, I will be watching season 2 when it gets released in hopes that it does get better. Like most Vince Gilligan shows, they are a slow burn, and if you're already through the first season, then why not try for another? Now, if the second season is boring, I will likely never watch Pluribus again. The official trailer for Rolling Loud, the movie, has been released. This is starring Owen Wilson, Matt Rife, and Travis Scott. I really thought this movie was a terrible idea until I saw this trailer. I wish that I could show you it now, but I will just say that the trailer did make me at least a little bit excited to go and see this film. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters or if I will see it once it comes out on streaming, but I did go to Rolling Loud in 2019 as a 19-year-old, so I know the feeling of, you know, how, number one, how unsafe it is, and kind of like, I love this father and son going to Rolling Loud thing that they have going on, this huge music festival where the dad doesn't know anything and the son knows everything about these artists. Really, really fun looking, and I hope that it's at least somewhat decent and passable as a movie. A little bit concerned about Matt Rife acting in a movie though, and me maybe liking it. I don't think that that is going to happen. Victorious is getting a spin-off show focused on Daniela Monet as Trina Vega. The series follows Trina Vega as the newest teacher at Hollywood's most elite performing arts school. So basically, we are getting another version of Victorious. Now, if you're like me and grew up around the time where this was a big show, this is nostalgia bait to the highest degree. This is sort of like when Malcolm in the Middle got the reboot. It's likely going to be pretty dog shit, but still cool to get at least some nostalgia bait coming out of the Victorious IP. Coyote vs. Acme comes out on August 28th, and Drake has already injured himself by driving into a tunnel painted on a wall by a coyote. Unfortunate for Drake, we hope he gets well soon. Supergirl has been outed after the behind-the-scenes footage of it came out showing them using AI for concept art for their villain. This was immediately taken down by the production company, and it's a great reflection of the people pushing back on AI-related content in general, even without knowing that it is AI. When you look at the box office numbers from Supergirl, it goes to show that they did not put in a lot of effort to this, and we finally have the answers why. I hate that we live in a society where we are all not banging down the doors of these production companies and saying to them that they need to be upfront and honest with us. They need to tell us when they've used AI, how they used AI, how much of the film had it in it. Of course, for me, if you use it at all, then I don't want to see your film. The fact that people can be duped into going to the theater to see a movie that they don't know was made with AI when they do not support AI taking over art in any capacity at all, that is not fair to them that they do not know that this is happening. I think that it's scummy and disgusting, and the fact that they took it down and there's only a 5-second clip remaining is gross. Everybody that worked on this project should be ashamed, and you should be a whistleblower coming out and saying how much AI was used if they couldn't even think up the concept art of their villain. Ridiculous and disgusting. Speaking of disgusting, Ben Affleck has a new trailer for his new movie Animals coming out on Netflix. I don't know if Ben is tied down to Netflix for the rest of his life after selling his $600 million AI company to them, but after you have sold this generative AI company to Netflix, I am not able to trust anything that you put your name on anymore because I believe that it will be made using AI. Now, even if Ben Affleck comes out and says that it wasn't, how am I supposed to believe him at this point? He obviously backs AI. He obviously sold a bunch of AI quote-unquote tools to Netflix in this endeavor that he went on. So how am I ever supposed to trust that anything Ben Affleck puts his name on anymore is safe? I just will not watch it. I will not review it because I think that there's a chance that it could be using AI. And that goes really with almost all Netflix originals right now. They have released statements saying that they use generative AI in over 300 titles that they released in the past year, and nobody knew what those titles were. I don't even think they've released the names of those titles. So how can you trust things that are put on the AI streaming app, basically. And just to drive that point home just a little bit further, I know that a lot of people have been excited about this movie, End of Oak Street. I understand that a lot of people that have gone and seen it really enjoyed it, and there's nothing in the film that anyone has been indicated was used with AI, but they made a terrible misstep by using an AI-generated dog podcast to promote their film instead of using their massive box office busting actors that they have in the film to just promote it.
Please welcome Starbuck from the End of Oak Street.
Thanks, guys. It's nice to finally speak with interviewers who understand the craft.
Starbuck, which of your human co-stars was the best trained?
Ewan McGregor was excellent with treats. Anne Hathaway matched him there, but she could scratch behind both ears at once. Game over!
Which makes me feel like you don't believe in your movie, so I'm not going to go and see it. And because you used AI in your marketing campaign, I will not go and see it either. That is just ridiculous. You need to put a little bit more effort into movies, and I think that that's being reflected by the box office numbers being poorer than they thought it would be. And of course, the same can be said about Ice Cream Man, Eli Roth's terrible movie. I already released my video talking about this as well, but this is flopping majorly at the box office. This is the showcase that we need to be talking about when we're saying that we don't want AI in movies. People found out that this had generative AI scenes in it, they stopped supporting it and they stopped going. So then studios should not be playing or should not be paying for these movies. Theaters should not be playing these films in their movie theaters. It is ridiculous and it all should be banned, or at the very least tagged with AI so that we as the consumer can decide what we want to view and not view. That's all I have to say about the AI situation, and we're going to end it on our final story. A 22-year-old Playboy model, Heidi Konings, confessed about Leonardo DiCaprio. He wears headphones and listens to loud music during sex. He listens to music because he doesn't want to hear the woman's voice during the act. Now, this is one of the funniest headlines that I've seen in a while, and it's only blowing up now, but this headline actually came out in May of 2024. So I don't know if the PR team was doing a great job of suppressing it and then somebody found this. I was talking to my girl about this and we were cracking up thinking about it, and she said something that I thought was a pretty good point. What if it's not every girl that he sleeps with he's wearing headphones? What if this girl was just incredibly annoying, maybe screaming her head off or fake moaning or just being a little bit too performative, and he decided, all right, I'm just gonna get this shit done. I'm putting on some loud ass music, and she's going around telling everybody, oh yeah, he's just this weird freak. And he's going around telling everybody, oh my God, she's such a weirdo. Hey, but Leo, you do whatever you want to do, man. Just keep making good movies. And if you need to be banging while wearing headphones, all power to you, my friend. If you enjoyed this video and like movies and shows like me, please drop a sub and leave a comment on what you want me to review next. I'm going to try to do one news video a week and then also one old movie a week with as many new releases in between there as I can, keeping that as the main focus. And of course, any commentary videos when something crazy comes up that I wanted to talk about. I would have made an entire video on the End of Oak Street AI situation, but I was not able to because I was home visiting family in Florida and away from my computer. So I appreciate all you again for watching, and that's really all I got for you today. Bye-bye now.